Hi everyone, I'm Dragon with you. So today I'd like you to see how we fought together with Tatar versus the current mutation. I would say that it's very irritating because anyway, as you can see, there are widow mines everywhere and spider mines, plus low getting resources. So instead of your casual economy, you have like a strictly limited thing. Fortunately, you are still supposed to collect resources all around the map, and actually I'll make myself quieter. That's how you get most of your resources for this battle. Actually, you are not supposed to move along the map without detection. That's why you think about a choice which either just ignores the mines. Fortunately, the mines don't have detection. That's why I picked Zeratul. Or you can go fast robotics and produce units which are effective versus mines. That's exactly why Tatar Zerg plays Phoenix. So on the one hand, I am forcing my forces like to ignore the mines. I have special cannons to get rid of the mines, get detection, and as you remember, any mines just beat my cannons. And my ally will be forced to clear the map to help me in battle and especially during detection and during protection. So I hope you will get some ideas out of this mission. It's not so easy, believe me. That's why we spent some time training before we succeeded. And hopefully you might get some other perfect commanders to deal with this mission. Okay, so as you can see, I play Zeratul and I see the map.
The Emperor said that Mobius Core is
Wait a moment, I'll make it louder because you probably will not hear her properly. Okay, accept.
using this facility to breed alien terrors. The Dominion must exterminate them at all costs. I'll have to use a mech, the Balius, to get through the hybrid cell shields. Once you collect the parts, I'll get started.
So as you can see, Zeratul is one of the perfect commanders for this mission because he can see all the locations where you can pick details, unlike most of other commanders who need to either remember the map or just lurk around. So Zeratul exactly knows where to go and what to do. And meanwhile, he also can get some resources, well, they appear. So at the start of the game, I'm not supposed to do anything. I just need fast gateway, some economy. Yeah, as you can see, it picks just one mineral per time, but anyway, it's better than nothing, and it will benefit still till the end of the game. And as you remember, mines are everywhere, but not on my main base. Fortunately, my ally is careful enough. While I tried to pick some gas, I did it, but with the cost of my probe. So as you can see, remember to pick resources when you have spare
Mobius's
time.
victory is imminent. Move, move, move!
But during this mission you will not have much spare time, and that's exactly what you need to remember every single moment. I'm waiting for Zeratul, and remember to move into either Forge or Dark Templars. Maybe you will pick both options if you have time and enough microcontrol. Dark Templars really help you to collect resources. And meanwhile, let's look at my ally. He moved into fast robotics facility. That's exactly what you need to get observers. And soon some observers will be around here, so that he could get detection and be useful in the future. Now I'll make it a bit faster probably. So as you can see, I went straight into photon cannons. My Zeratul upgrades allow me to get artifacts much faster, so I spent all my mastery points into fast artifacts. Actually, you need the third one so that you can teleport your cannons into locations around the map. That's why you need it. And actually, here we go. So as soon as you get Zeratul, you are forced to pick some details. Of course, I wanted to save these for the really bad parts of the game, and immediately I moved to collect details. Remember that unlike Nova, Zeratul has 100 damage, and that's good enough to get rid of generators fast. So my only enemy is actually detection, because Zeratul is very powerful at collecting. He has multiple blinks, he has flash abilities, and as you can see, the situation is rescued actually. Meanwhile, your ally need to help versus enemies. And as you can see, Phoenix is good commander versus this. These mines are not just casual mines, they are buffed, and the little spider mines from Brood War dealing super heavy damage actually. Yes, this little spider killer. So here unfortunately I made a mistake, so I wanted to destroy the cannon, and it's not the cannon killed me, it's just the mines around. So I was careless and I was punished. Don't repeat my mistake. So actually you need to lurk around near the borders, get some splash abilities here and blink away from the location. Meanwhile, I'm producing more cannons, I mean Tesseract cannons, and in the future I will add some Dark Tempers. And my ally is trying to clear the area around my base. So, okay, we need to go on, we have little time. Yeah, on the verge of defeat. And as you can see, while my ally tries to get rid of the mines because he has more range, I'm just ignoring everything happening and collecting details. You would ask, why don't you try to pick an artifact? Actually, I have little time for that. So first of all, you need to be sure that the Bellows is ready and you have more time before the defeat. Because if I make a mistake now, it might cost us the game. And actually, the second thing is that when the cooldown of the artifact is finished, so you picked one of them, yeah, the general cooldown is not affected. So you may pick an artifact and the second will be almost exactly after that. So don't hurry, everything's fine. Now I really need the generators and to defend my base. Fortunately, as you can see, my ally helps a lot here, and my cannons actually a lot will have special impact. So while we are defending, they act like casual cannons, but more powerful ones. And during the attack, I'll show you.
I'm making the final preparations for the Balius's deployment.
So see, now we have lots of time. When we have time before Belos gets here, I pick artifacts.
And they're still trying to smuggle their research out. You'll
Actually,
find them on a train running across the research area. Leave none alive.
so the train was ignored because if you look carefully at timer, like calculate the time before Balus goes somewhere and the time necessary to clear all this stuff, then actually you will conclude that you need to go on collecting parts. And as you can see, my second artifact is ready somewhere. I need to pick it. And that's when I get the Tesseract teleportation. Tesseract Matrix. Now I am forced to fight with everything I can. So remember that your ally at the start of the game, he is vulnerable, he needs help, he tries his best, but the mines will seriously destroy his forces. That's why he just tries to pick more resources to clear the area, and the first battle is for me. So before the first battle, I got Tesseract Matrices, I got Zoraya's Legion ready. As you can see, I will get it. And actually, as you can see, you can either force Balus to be dead somewhere. Yes, I know it sounds bad. Yeah, but when it dies, I would rather say it needs repairment. It flies and destroys the cage, and sometimes it actually is much faster than it casually attacks. But fortunately, he has great range, and it helps versus detection, for example, and so on. So that's what I dealt. Now, for some reason, I thought that Belus will die on the mines, and as a result I was just forcing every single top panel ability. Actually, this is a mistake, so I just didn't need to do that actually. But anyway, I use my Tesseract cannon projections to clear the area around hybrids. Remember that this mission is for 2 players, and if you kill Bellu like with Bellius, with your allies, and the hybrid dies faster and you have more time. So I needed to clear the area all around, and even as I made this mistake, it was not just useless. So as you can see, I wasted some forces, yes, that's true. But meanwhile, I'm fighting versus mines all around. And actually, there are lots of mines, as you can see. Unfortunately, I'm not super careful here. Yes, Zeratul suffered. Fortunately, he's got 600 health, that's why he's still alive. And now this area around is secure, thanks to my Tesseract projections. Remember that my abilities cooldown is also reduced, so I will get another crystal, I will get another legend religion, and so on. Meanwhile, my ally helps here. And actually he got rid of the attack, and now he moves to Bellis. Remember that not all the mines may be destroyed, so he still needs to be careful. He's got a couple of observers around, and moving just towards where we need. And look, so now we have this whole location clear of the mines. That's why when you do it, you can go on picking resources at this location, using your stealth units, probes, whatever you like. So both of you need resources, that's true. And you need more time. So now phase number 2. So I cleared the area, but not all the area around. Ballas walks to the hybrid, and now we can fight together. Together to victory. Together we are much more efficient. And show must go on. So again, Zoraya's Legion, helping my ally again, Tesseract Monolith, if they are ready. So I have a special bind for my Tesseract. Actually, cannons, yeah? Tesseract cannons. And as you can see, we are pretty effective, but still not enough time. Remember that when the hybrid is dead, you will be forced to go on picking details. And that's exactly what happened.
Now I need to get the Ballius back in fighting shape.
And soon you will see that actually my Zoraya's Legion is not effective at all because it does not have stealth. And without stealth, it just dies.
Go gather some more parts for it.
But it can tank and it can help a lot with the hybrid, so Zoraya's Legion is a good choice anyway.
This damn alien is about to murder us all. Get moving!
So now we can clear this area, get more details. As you can see, we are out of time almost, and Zeratul just one-shots these engines. So while my ally gets rid of all the forces around, I'm just picking more details to win us some time. Remember, I need 70. And avoid detection. So you need to avoid detection all the time. You can use blink, you can use teleportate, but avoid detection. My ally successfully fights here, but still it's too long. It takes too long. That's why I'm forced to just go on solo. And now we need more details. We need to get rid of this problem, and we need actually somehow to get my ally back to the base. Anyway, he is Talonar, and that's why he can get rid of them with his ability. Teleportation or his hero power. Fortunately here my Tesseract cannons are ready to fight and everything goes well. Remember that my main mission is just to pick artifacts, so as soon as I am not fighting here, I need more cannons due to the bank, and immediately I will go find more either artifacts or more details. 2 options. Okay, I'll make it faster. So now the main points of this game are, I think, obvious, yeah? So my ally needs some stuff which has long range, lots of observers, exactly what Colossus and Immortals do. And meanwhile I go on collecting resources. I ignored the train because anyway I don't have time for them. As you can see, I'm busy getting more Tesseract cannons and getting more details. Another like bad place to fight. I need to be more careful,
Well, would you look at
so I
that?
use blink often.
Combat systems are up and
Multi-blink,
running.
as you can see.
Safety te-
Multi-blink is perfect for this map. Of course, you are not supposed to search an artifact like that. And as I'm Zeratul, I can just go walk around the map, see what's going on, and try to avoid cannons. So meanwhile, my ally will help to deal with the attack, and I need to collect more
This is
art.
General Davis reporting in. The valley.
So the village is ready, but the passage is not. When you are fighting with the bellies, you remember that if you pick details,
On.
you will get more
We have
time
just
too.
a few moments.
So I can either help my ally here, or try to collect details during the main fight. Both options are okay. Actually, I used all my top panel abilities to destroy the enemies around. Remember that with your ally you are much more effective, especially taking into account the second that the third hybrid spawn armies around, so you will need your ally actually. And Belus is dead here.
I've suffered a major breach
Almost
here,
dead, I would
but I
say.
can make.
And he makes his final move. He destroys the hybrid cell. And now the battle starts. Look here. So the hybrid is here. We need to fight. That's our main quest. Meanwhile, we have an attack here, so we need to deal with it too. Fortunately, Zeratul can go teleportate here using Void Seeker. It's almost teleportation, but he needs some time to fly. And my ally used this Phoenix to just reduce the amount of enemies around. And of course, while we have cannons all here, it's much easier to deal with this attack. Look, so they fight versus my cannons, we have two heroes, and everything is controlled here. As soon as we finish with the attack, while we're doing this, my legion should fight with the hybrid potentially. I forgot, unfortunately, about that. And of course, another avatar of form will be ready and deployed here. Meanwhile, I have Tesseracts. They cover the area, they produce detection, and actually they help to deal with the hybrid. Meanwhile, my ally is forced to micro because
And this isn't the.
he needs to follow the hybrid. Actually, now I didn't need my avatar form. That's perfect. So I didn't spend the avatar form. That's how I can get more details. So I tank with something, and on the background I collect details. Most of the areas are well prepared.
What a relief. Nothing like a dead hound. Our time's almost up, and this is.
Yes, our time is almost up, and that's exactly what I told about. So Avatar form absorbs lots of damage, deals lots of damage, absorbs damage from mines, and all the attention is concentrated on this creature. You can also use the Void Suppression Crystal to make enemies slower, and on the background, Zertus goes on collecting details. So it's not the major battle, I can afford losing it, but I cannot afford losing time. So I need to be careful, I need to collect more details, and we are almost out of time. That's the point where you need to hurry. So my ally can also help. Now he collected a nice army, and it seems that I forgot several boxes around. So he plans to pick them here. Meanwhile, the main thing is for me to multi-blink
Thaddeus is
into
halfway online.
details and collect them. So as you can see, I just knew, okay, I may die here, but I need to collect these details. It's super important. And we want some more time. But it's not the end, so Zeratul is dead. Soon we will be defeated, and my ally will just pick several boxes. What to do? That's exactly the time when you remember about the second plan. So you can use your Void Templars. They are more powerful than the casual ones, and actually they can go Void Fury if necessary. 50 damage. Actually, 50 is not so much, but still it defeats the casual mines. So it's time for the plan B. I don't have Zeratul now. I feel bad because my ally needs to protect the base. Unfortunately, my forces are not here, my cannons are not here. So plan B starts here. After defeating the attack, my ally needs to help me. Meanwhile, Zeratul immediately flies into locations, and another time, so I flew here, I knew that I will get some damage, but at least I will pick 2 boxes. Thanks to Zeratul, he can one-shot them, and it's okay. So I confirmed that Zeratul collected 6 parts, and he's died again. His resurrection time is around a minute, and our losing timer is 56 seconds. So that's the critical point when I have no Zeratul, but it's not the end, guys. We have an ally, and I have Dark Templars. So the critical point goes on. My Dark Templars, that's why I told you to build them. Anyway, you will need them as a plan B when your Zeratul is dead. So they went into the base using multi-blink, another avatar to confuse enemies. The main thing is just pick more details, pick more details, pick more details. That's exactly what your Dark Templars need to do. Of course, it's good that we cleared the area, and unfortunately I missed a couple of places with details. Yes, it's a mistake anyway, but I pressed F2, and then okay, let's get them, guys. As you can see, I did it, and okay, everything's fine now. I am not forced to fight here, so I needed to retreat. Yeah. Nice ability, they get health back. Cool. Remember that as soon as you pick all the artifacts, your units will be at maximal power. Of course, if you build the respective structures. And another attack for me. So this time my ally is fighting here. I told him, okay, you really need to get rid of this location. We are short of time. I will not help you with details anymore. As you can see, most of them are either collected or well protected. So this is probably the last location where you can get more time. That's why my ally needs to fight here. I will not get his help. All my cannons need to get rid of this. And as you can see, they are good enough versus this. And I need to buy myself more time. Cooldown 2 minutes, we have 3 minutes, so I can get double Legion. Exactly what I'm doing is get the Legion here, get the Avatar here, and another thing. So see, the Avatar can be revived later. So I used my Avatar, I used everything I could to help my ally deal with this irritating location. So the location is actually destroyed. We are pretty good, but we have little time to deal with the hybrid. And finally, Belius walks here to help us. So another thing you need to remember. So see, now we have the last fight with the hybrid. It has 20,000 health, so we will need some time to deal with it. Meanwhile, we will need also to survive from the attack and probably buy ourselves some time. That's exactly why I got Zeratul here, to pick us some more time. Seconds can decide the game, remember that. It's very important to collect more time. And now, when I collected them, we have 2 minutes, and the hybrid already lost some health. So we are in a better position. Remember that he will spawn some armies around, so it's not so easy to deal with it. And, of course, you need to survive. So it was kind of eliminate playing. I noticed that there are lots of enemy units. Probably they can deal with my Nexus, so just Dark Templars helped me here. I tried still to reduce the amount of enemies. But as you can see, I have 0 forces here. And all my monoliths, guess where are they? Actually, you can guess. So they need to help my ally to deal with the hybrid because we are very short of time. So I used all my abilities here. I'm not planning to protect the base anymore. I just need to survive. That's why I picked another Nexus. So while my structures survive, everything's fine.
Malleus can't take any more of this.
Meanwhile, the fight goes on. I used all my forces here. And as we collected the units around the area, so remember that this area will be the battlefield. And if you don't clear it, probably you will lose. So prepare the area before the battle. Yes, some of my forces didn't fight for some time, unfortunately, because I was busy here. I'm planning another nexus, so as you can see, I'm losing my last structures. That's not good anyway. Another nexus here. So probably it won me some time, it won me some attention. We have 40 seconds around. And finally my ally told, okay, and Dragon, your Void Rays are not in position. So I repositioned them, and we are finishing the hybrid. So here we are, we did the hybrid. My structures are alive, at least 3 of them, as you can see. So I didn't lose the game. That's exactly what you need to think when you play Eliminate. And here we go. Smite of the Purifiers. So that's how we did with the weekly mutation. Thanks to Wolfstalker for being my ally. He was very valuable at fighting with the hybrid. Remember that during the heroic fights you need your ally anyway. And hope you will get some ideas from this video. Thanks for watching, see you in my next videos, and good luck to you.